and happy Pride Month. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy. This is Christy's Corner, where I do all things Disney, Harry Potter, and makeup. Today's video is a makeup look. And, you know, let's just get started. I feel like most people have been here a while and know, like, what I do here. And I just kind of record me doing my makeup, and then I talk about it with the makeup being fast forward, unless you're watching a live stream and then you see the full amount and how long it takes. But I always tell you how long a look takes me. This one took about an hour. So yeah, let's just get started. First off, I started off with some Sunset foundation. I used white Sunset foundation. The foundation is creamier and will cover the skin better. So when I'm doing specific looks, I'll use the foundation. And then if I'm doing something that requires me to stick something to my face, I don't use the foundation because it doesn't stick very well. Even with using setting powder, any sticky stuff doesn't stick to my face very well with foundation. So this is Sunset foundation. I'm not sticking anything to my face in this video, so we used Sunset foundation, and we used the white. The white is very pigmented, but typically, I have to use 2 coats to get full coverage. Kind of like when you're doing your regular makeup and you have full coverage foundation, but then you still use things like concealer and bronzer, etc. You know, you layer. Well, you kind of have to do the same thing with foundation, with tinted foundation, with most colors, especially the white. So I did do 2 coats of this foundation. I just used a sponge a beauty blender. It wasn't a sponge. Let's be clear here. A beauty blender, and it's not Beauty Blender brand. I don't remember what brand it is, but it is soft like Beauty Blender. Actually, it could be Beauty Blender brand. I don't know. Anyway, I just used the foundation. I did all of my face, and I only did 1 coat on my ears because I'm putting a wig on. You can't really see my ears very well, so I just did 1 coat on my ears. And then I did my chest area with 2 coats as well, all the way down. And then for the rest of the look, I used Mirror water activated colors. I used it from the Neon palette and the pastel palette. I think those are the only 2 palettes I used. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure when it comes to exactly which palettes I used, but they were all Mirror makeup water activated. So like I was saying, how the creaminess of the foundation, well, when you use water activated, it's not as creamy, so it doesn't smear or smudge quite as easily. So for this one, I could have used splatter, but I didn't want to use splatter because when I use splatter, it makes a complete mess and gets everywhere, and it's not focused in the specific areas I want. So I actually just took one of my brushes and dabbed it on the top. I didn't use a ton of the water activated makeup. I just used a little and literally just kind of dabbed the tip of the bristles in the area that I wanted. I did it color by color, so I started with like the blues and the greens and the yellows, and then because I used the same brush and just cleaned it off every single time, and then I moved into the pinks, reds, purples, and just did it everywhere I wanted, around my eyes, a little bit down my face, a little bit up my face, and then from the neckline down. Then last I went in with black, and I still kept with the Mirror. I know sometimes I switch brands when I move to black, but I did just stick with the Mirror, and this was in their regular palette. So the black is not in their pastels or their neon palette because it's not a pastel or neon. It's in just their basic colors. And then the black I did where I wanted, and it was more centralized, at least in the face, and then in the neckline I did it too. And then I went back in where there were a couple little white spots in the areas I wanted color, and just added some more color in whatever color I wanted to. No rhyme or reason really for the second half of that. So it was really, you know, just again, tip of bristles down there. Then I went to my lips, and I just did a full-on black lip. I traced the outline with my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner because that doesn't smudge. And then I went in with some eyeshadow and shaded my lips with some eyeshadow, black eyeshadow from, I don't even know what palette, just some standard black eyeshadow. I then went into my eyes and did some eyeliner. I used NYX, NYX, whatever, and then a little bit of mascara, same. And then I added my Scandal Eyes eyelashes to that. And then that was it. You know, you guys know I always put my contacts in first. So the contacts were in first, and then I put my wig on, and that was the gist of this look. So happy Pride Month with this beautiful rainbow-esque colors. It's probably not as geared to Pride Month as some of my other previous looks. It was intended to be, but I noticed, like, as I was doing it, because I just kind of freelancing, I guess you would call it. I don't know, it's not called freelancing. Freelancing means something else. I was just winging it. And I didn't go in like specific rainbow categories and shades, but it is very colorful and bright, and so it was intended to be a Pride Month look. It still turned out to be very beautiful, whether you consider it a Pride Month look or not. That's, you know, up to everybody's determination. But what do you guys think? Do you like it? It kind of, like, I like the look, I do, but it turned it out like darker than I thought. No, I don't mean like shade dark wise. I mean like kind of ominous looking because of the black. But I really loved it in general. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.